Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Francesca. I am a 7 Cups of Consciousness practitioner as well as a shamanic sound healer. My channel is all about love, dating, relationships. It's my passion, my mastery, my jam. I love looking at all the different layers that go into a relationship and sharing tips, techniques, insights, some protocols, little wisdom nuggets from my energetic perch. So today is a question from a female client. So here is the question. I've accidentally slipped into a friends with benefits situation. I really like him and I'm scared. What should I do? Yay for feels. So give yourself a pat on the back for the feels. So I'm going to talk about some layers around this. I am in no position to tell you what to do or what you should do, but hopefully these insights will help you make the decision that best supports you in your love journey. So first things first, I find that these scenarios, this situation usually comes about from 3 different scenarios. There may be others, but these are the 3 most common. Are the first one where you really are friends and at some point things become physically intimate, but you never like really start dating, like going on dates and things like that. The second scenario is typically you were in a relationship with this person, the relationship ended, but you still maintain some level of physical intimacy. And then the third is when 2 people are actively seeking this type of relationship for whatever reason. But based on the question, I'm going to go with your scenario most likely aligns with number 1, where you were friends and then somehow things progressed and you became physically intimate. So the first question to ask yourself is, am I happy with this situation? So you may be reaching out just because you may be uneasy because it's something new and you haven't really thought about, oh goodness, is this something that I want? So are you happy in the situation? Why not? And then do you want to date this person? So maybe you don't want to date the person. Okay, well, seems like a pretty easy resolution. Then you can just continue. If the relationship makes you happy and you don't want to date, great. But if you do want to date, now we're going to look at the second part of what was in that question about like the being scared piece. So 2 people cannot interact with each other and have any type of relationship with each other without affecting the other person and being affected by the other person in some way. So whilst there is no judgment, you do the journey that feels appropriate to you. A lot of times we can also get into situations that don't necessarily serve us, and we may hang out there a little too long. So let's look at the scared, fear piece layers. So I would then have 3 more things that come out of that. So the first one is the first question. What are you necessarily afraid of? Are you afraid of having feelings? Okay, well, let's look at that. Emotions are good. You're human. You're here to have feelings. Humans are what? 98% emotion and 2% logic. So it's normal to have feelings, and that's fabulous. So there shouldn't be a lot of fear around that. You've liked people before. It's no biggie. It's just how we operate as humans. So embrace the emotion. But I'm guessing that's probably not where the real fear is. So then the next question is it fear of being vulnerable? And being vulnerable in the sense of then telling this person that you want to date them. And being vulnerable takes a lot of courage. So be brave, you glorious goddess, and just talk to this guy and see what happens. But then there might be that third piece of being scared of the rejection. So perhaps the scaredness is that, okay, he may not like me to the degree that I like him, or he doesn't want to date. He wants to keep the situation the same. So people then tend to think of that as rejection. And lucky for you, I don't. I call that clarity and being on the same page. And truthfully, nobody can ever really reject you unless you reject yourself. It's not to be taken personal. When we have this fear of rejection, it's because we've then given responsibility for validation to the other person. And you don't want to do that. You're simply seeking clarity. So after all that, what should you do? Well, there really are only two options, which I'm sure you already know, but sometimes it's easier to hear an outside voice say them out loud. So the first option, keep the status quo and stay in that unknowing agony of fear, or talk to him. Those are your two choices. I know which one I would choose if I were in that situation, but you have to decide for yourself, and whatever you choose is perfect. So it's all part of your growth and your learning process. And I want to leave just one more little nugget for you to ponder. So explore the idea that we flip all those what ifs to the positive. So instead of thinking, oh, what if he doesn't, return my affections or feel the same way? And we, humans can get stuck in the what if negative consequence. Flip it so that it's always positive. What if, and then feel into the potential. What if he does feel the same way I do? And what if this blossoms and grows and we cultivate a beautiful, healthy, co-creative relationship? So ponder what it would feel like to always have the mantra of whatever happens is amazing and perfect and supports my highest good and greatest happiness. And feel into that. And if you operate from that space, how much more open and peaceful and joyful you can operate from, instead of the what if negative consequence, or what if doesn't go the way I want it to. What if? And then, okay, what if he doesn't return my affections, but now I have clarity and I can make space and date somebody that does value me the way I value myself. Feels good to me. So I hope that this helps you discern and get to the best resolution for you. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, click subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that YouTube lets you know when my videos go live. And if you have a question, I would love to answer it. Post it in the comments, shoot me an email. Hopefully you can then get featured. Your question can get featured in a video. So until next time, more love vibes to come. Ciao.